Welcome to this makeup tutorial slash BFF sesh. This is the palette we're using. This is what I'm putting on my eye. Glitter primer, great stuff. It's super sticky and tacky. It's like your stuff is not gonna move. So I like to do this and then put a base coat of whatever I'm using on, which I'm trying to go kind of sepia, I guess. Is that the word? They're not as tacky. I let this stuff sit for a minute. I just want to kind of like lightly sculpt the shape that I'm gonna do. I'm going in with this color on this palette. It's called Inheritance. This dark brown right here. And this is Halloween makeup, so it doesn't need to be pretty. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty, but also if I make any mistakes, I just fix it. And trust me, it's a trust the process kind of thing. I can't say that enough. Okay, I definitely needed that other brush. This is amateur hour, okay? I'm creating too harsh of a line. Since this is like kind of dense, this brush, I feel like it packs on the product and it gives you more control. What I was using before was a blending brush. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. Like I said, I want to like lay out the lines that I'm gonna use. And then don't be afraid to get your fingers dirty, because I use my fingers all the time. All the time. Okay, so now I really like this side more than I like this side. There's like a weird line right here. You see it? Troubleshooting, taking some of that primer. I don't know if you saw what I did, but I kind of fixed that. I had that spot where it was just like a line right there, and I kind of rubbed it off a little bit, and then I just took a little bit of that primer, just a tiny little bit in that spot, dabbed it, blended that spot in, so now it's fine. I'm gonna keep going in with darker stuff, but I feel like I laid like the base of the line that I wanted to use. I just grabbed a different brush. Same concept though, it's like it's a little bit smaller, but it's still like a condensed brush. It's gonna hold a lot of product and it'll help kind of pack it on. So I'm dipping into the black, but I literally just went. You're supposed to go, never blow, okay? Because the germs and whatnot, I don't know. Like all that brown that I put on, like just putting black on top of it. We're going drama. Now I'm using that blending brush. Now that I've laid down all that black, I'm gonna start using the blending brush with the lighter color, that brown, right on top of it. Somebody's watching. Generally, when you're doing eyeshadow, you want to place everything where you want it to be, essentially. I never have a plan. I have somewhat of a plan because I did this already a week ago, but like I said, I don't remember what I did. Brand new me. I'm about to do my lid now. We laid out the base for the shape of the crease. Now I'm going to go in with this and a really flat brush. And going in with this brush, it's not really clean. I've used it with concealer. Basically the same idea. We're gonna do like a cut crease kind of thing. The line that I created, see that like up here? That's where we're gonna use the cut crease at. Because you wanna see it when your eyes are open. And I'm not going all the way on my eyelid. I'm going like midway through. And see, I'm bringing it farther along up top. Blend all that out, because this is all gonna be dark too. I was just laying out the line that I wanted to use. The fun part is recreating this on the other eye. I'm just doing this, getting it on the brush. I kind of packed this on this eye a lot, and I'm using my finger to kind of spread it out a bit. I use my fingers a lot. I use my fingers so much. Anytime I mess with my lid, I probably use my fingers. I use my pinkies right here in the corner because it's the best tool to pack it down. It's like the warmth or something from I don't know what it is, but I use my fingers a lot. Not so much on my face, but on my eyes, I do that because I feel like I have way more control than using a brush. And I wasn't really using my finger to spread. I was more so using it because there was so much product on there that I do that when I do my eyebrows. If you ever fill your eyebrows in and then put concealer on underneath, I will tap. It helps blend it, I guess. It's just blending, you know? Cruises are a lot of fun though. Oh my god, I almost got kidnapped. I backed into a heater, actually. I'm just kind of placing this black to like create a shape. I don't even know if it's even. And now I'm gonna go with this brown and kind of fade it in this way because we're gonna go really light on the lid where I put all the white. See how that like creased? I'm gonna use my finger to fix that because it'll only do that since it's a cream product. Once you put powder on top of it, it shouldn't do that anymore, but you just have to make sure you pack it. Like I'm gonna use my finger when I do the lighter color, and then if I have to go through with a darker color again, I will. I'm gonna go in with this shade called Afterlife. See what I said about just using my fingers? I just pack it on, get like a little hefty amount, and then I'm just stamping it. This part of my eye, I still don't have anything there. So we're going to go from really dark to light. So I have the light tone and I have the dark tone. We're going to keep going. We've gone from here to here. Now I think we're going to go to here. And the colors that I'm using on my eyes, aside for the shimmer on top of it, I'm going to use those same colors to contour my face. As I'm going in and bringing it in towards the lighter shade, I'm also going up towards my eyebrow. So I'm taking this shade and I'm going to take it and blend it in up top too. And I'm literally just going tap, tap, tap. And this is a long pointed brush. I got this, I think it was from an Urban Decay eyeshadow palette that I don't have anymore. This is great for getting creases and stuff. Great. So this acts as a blending brush, but I'm also putting product in there. And I'm going to go back and forth between the dark and the light, depending on how I need it. I think that I need a little bit more of that dark right here in this spot, so that evens it out more. It's getting a nice clean blend. So now I'm going to go back in with that lighter shade and go out more. The amount of pressure that I'm applying is very light and kind of stamping it. I use my finger to help blend. You know, you do this with drawing too. You just warms it up a bit, moves the product around, helps pick some of it up, the excess. Let me take my finger and do this lid part. Pack that in there. Really pack it in because it blends. I'm going with that darker color. The darker color. It's still lighter than the black. Now we're gonna go in with the black. Makeup kind of always looks kind of funky when you're doing it. You have to trust the process. I like this song if you can't tell. So now that I have that, I think what I want to do is last look. This one. Bit of mess. I have all this dark stuff going on. This is going on the middle of my eye because I put this Afterlife on the inner part. This one, I put this on the inner part, and it doesn't really have that like warmness to it, but it does have a good glow. It glows. So we're gonna keep going with the glowy parts. Ooh, it's so creamy. Oh my god, it's so creamy. And just placing it, like stamping it on. Shiny. We're just gonna keep going I'm gonna go in with this death certificate. And this is going in my crease. It's important to, again, look forward when you're doing your makeup too, so that you know like what your eyes are gonna look like when they're open. Since I'm working on that crease, like blending out all those colors, and then also now that I added the shimmer, it really is more forgiving. It helps blend everything. All right, that part of the eyes, I feel like, aside from my eyeliner, it's done. All right, blending another line. I love using my fingers to blend. For eyeliner, using this Maybelline Tattoo Studio. It's a ink pen. A lot of these things are like felt tips. This is actually a brush. Let me show you an old one. That's what the old one looks like. I still use it. I accidentally was harsh with it. So you gotta be careful with these. They last a pretty long time though. I kind of held my breath when I did that. Gotta pay attention. You always want to follow the bottom lash line up. I was kind of following the line that I created with the eyeshadow. I think I'm probably going to go bigger. You want to see what it looks like with your eye relaxed. I'm using the slightest bit of pressure because I want to have a really fine weave. I'm trying to top my skin without doing too much. Okay, that one's definitely thicker. It's important to rest your hand on something. You don't want to just be like out there, you know? I rest that and I brace with my pinky. Now what I'm going to do is my eyebrows and then work on basically this part of my face, and then I'll do the rest of it. Eyebrow brush, we're gonna use this. I'm gonna go in with the black. I'm just gonna use the black from this palette right here. I'm gonna do just basically this part of my eyebrow from here to here essentially, and then go back in with this eyeliner and create the rest of it because I don't have a lot of hair on my eye. It doesn't really have anything to stick to. I need to go back in with that glitter primer because it's just like you can't, there's nothing holding it down. Reinforce that. Add some stuff. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you're my ghouls. Anybody that comes to watch me do makeup is my ghoul. We're ghouls. I'm a hungry man, but I don't want pizza. Okay. So I just put that glitter primer on my eyebrows. Real sticky. And just tapping into that with this angled brush. And I only did like from here up. Like I only did like half of it. It's hard to tell. And then I'm starting, like I said, I'm not going to start where my eyebrows start. I'm going to start back towards where the arch starts. And we're using this eyeshadow to kind of create the line. And I just did one swoop. So this is like what we're going to try to do the Bride of Frankenstein eyebrow with, because that's how hers is. And you can see that I clearly ignored my actual eyebrow shape. I'll go over that with white to try to cover it up a little bit. I'm not like gonna put glue on my eyebrows. I ain't doing that. I don't think those are even. It's hard. Can't tell. I honestly cannot tell. Ooh, I'm doing that to kind of keep the shape that I want and also to keep it taut. But generally when you're applying makeup, you want to do it how you're gonna be normally looking because it relaxes a different way. Does that look even? I can't tell. I feel like this one swoops down. Do a little bit more of a swoop. And then, just deleted it. I'm deleting it. It's not easy. Especially when you're trying to make them even. I like spooky stuff. I'm a spooky person. Also kind of funny, I think, a little bit. Not to toot my own horn or anything. So now that I created that shape, I'm going in and kind of like, I'm going to round this off at the front a little bit. Going up, going from the bottom, stamping it, and then dragging it up a bit. I'm basically just filling it in. Following the line up top, stamp, drag, stamp, drag, drag, stamp, drag. People are strange. I'm gonna go and correct a little bit. So I have this, I put this on my crease, just from the in here to like right here and created that cut crease a little bit. I smoked it out. I'm gonna go take this underneath the eyebrows and fix the shapes up a little bit and refine it. And then also like, I'm gonna wipe my face out. So, and this should help clean up the lines a bit. Okay, so clearly this one's like thinner, but I feel like I fixed the under part shape of it, so I'm gonna go back over it. Now that I have like the shape figured out, I'm gonna actually do the eyeliner part. I'm gonna do the tail part of this with the eyeliner. Basically like doing a wing on my eyebrow is what it feels like. I can't tell if it's good or not. I'm gonna take this stuff, this iridescent jelly. I'm gonna mix this with this Power Grip. I don't want my makeup to move too much. And then I want to start by using this setting mist after I put this on. I'm just going to mix these two together because like this highlighter really isn't meant to be a primer, but like I used it as a primer and it worked. See how shiny I am? Iridescent. You can use it before and after your makeup though too. I just like extra protection. I just did my eyes, so you know, protect them. I haven't done my mascara or my eyelashes yet. I'm gonna do these. I don't do them how you're supposed to either. I just glue them on like other regular lashes. This is cream makeup. It really doesn't set. I mean, I got stuff to set it with. I also have that NYX milk, which it works like really well for that. Yeah, there's like a nice little glow underneath this. This stuff is just taking forever to go on, isn't it? Not seeing much of a difference. And I just resort to the stick. This is another cream product, which with creams you always want to set with a powder, which I have a powder. And then I'm gonna contour and stuff with the same colors I used on my eyes. I'm just trying to lighten my face up, face, eye, neck. Oh, I'm just gonna use my regular foundation brush to moosh all this in. Just get it all over my nose, or you know how to clean it off. Oh my god, it's like brand new. I'm into my forehead, and I want to use a beauty blender, whatever, a blender sponge. Need more on the brow, or on the blender brush, a beauty blender. With these, you don't rub, you just apply some pressure, but you don't ever rub these on your face because it's just gonna move the product around. It's soaking up a lot of product. So I said, always go back and fix stuff. Alright, I'm doing my under eyes now. Going with that dark brown inheritance. I'm just going in with an empty brush, kind of blending since I just put all that white on. I feel like it needed a blend. So we're about to start doing all of these colors all over my face. I wanted to go around and do the eye. I'm gonna take this really light color. I'm just doing the really dark and the really light, not the black Afterlife color. So I just went with this one and this one. And I'm gonna take the same shade and go over this white. So I'm taking Afterlife and I'm just gonna go above the, like underneath the contouring I did underneath the eyebrow essentially. I wanna have some glow there. You've gotta have some glow. It'll help cover up all the black that I went over because it's really sticky there too and I wanted to crack it down. I think the eyes are pretty good. Aside from the mascara. If I do that first, or go on the face, let's do that. The eyeshadow turned out really cute. Ugh, goodness. This Maybelline Sky High mascara. I'm gonna go over with eyelashes, like real drama. I want real dramatic in my lashes. Okay, I don't want to mess with that anymore. Oh god. I feel like it's a little bit more even than it was. Like this one was like thick all the way throughout, and then this one was just like very fine. I had to do that. I had to get that taken care of. I'm using this luxury backing powder, and I'm gonna put it basically where I want all the white to be. So I'm just gonna go in with that beauty blender. I'm gonna pack it into this powder, and then since I'm baking my face, because I basically want it to be white everywhere I put this. So I'm not gonna put it everywhere since I'm gonna contour with other stuff. This feels cakey. Do my forehead. I might use more of that in a little bit, but for right now, like this is what my beauty blender looks like. I have it packed in. I'm gonna go through with a brush and knock a bunch of that stuff loose in a little bit. This is my eyebrow. Get out of my eyebrow! I need upper lip. I need my upper lip. I feel like this is taking me way longer than it needs to, but I was like really focused on my eyes. Okay. We're gonna go in with this brush. It's angled. I think it has some red on it, which I'm trying my best to get that out of here because I use it for blush sometimes. I'm going in with Inheritance, that dark brown, and we're gonna start contouring. We're gonna do my nose now. So I'm just I went tap, tap, tap with the very tip of the brush, and we're gonna continue this shadow that I already started on my nose. We're just gonna continue that. And like I said, I'm just starting with that dark brown, and I can go through and make it darker in some spots with the black. Tipping into a little bit of black. That little tiny bit of black did that. Just using the excess stuff that's on this brush, working towards where I baked all of that white. Going over this highlight. And this kind of has like a blushy look to it too, because it's pink. Get that pink undertone. With these, I'm just going to take a couple of them and add them to my lashes, because my lashes are already pretty long. I'm using like the biggest dramatic lashes that I can. I'm just putting a little tiny bit of glue on here, which these are supposed to be it comes with a thing where you brush it onto your lashes and then you put them on the inside, but I ain't doing that. I just put them up, but I have to let them dry for a second. Gotta let the glue dry. See, it's not dried yet. I just put this far down on my lash, so it's hard to see. This one I put way farther down. Who's gonna be paying attention to where my eyelashes are placed? Nobody. The glue I'm using is literally this Kiss lash glue. I did two really big ones for the outer part. See how dramatic they are? I'm gonna go way less dramatic these next two. And placing them on there and just like kind of letting them tack on, and then taking this thing, gluing them on. I think I'm only gonna do like one more. I'm gonna go smaller. I feel like my eyelashes didn't curl like they are. I like with these little things, you can just customize your style of eyelashes. They feel very dramatic. Trying to dry these off. I put like a lot of glue on these with this one. It's gonna go on my inner part. This one set on there at a weird angle. Ooh. Okay, got that one on there. Not dry yet. Gonna let those dry. I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. Not bad. I think the makeup is like pretty close to being done. This is a sugar scrub. It's a watermelon flavor. It's really good. It's sugar. Good for exfoliating your lips. I'm using Kat Von D's, which is Everlasting Lipstick. It dries matte, which is why I tried to do some stuff to my bottom lip, because I have so much dry skin on my lips right now. But it'll be fine. Am I giving Bride of Frankenstein now? About to set all of this. Alright. Texture and all. Leaving my bangs out because I'm gonna still use my split. This bit of hair that's gonna stay out. So these are gonna be my white strips. Everything else is going. Isn't this little like a look, you know? Stay. Okay. I'm gonna just start teasing my hair. I'm using this volumizing hairspray. It's like, again, trust the process. Right now I'm just taking like this middle section and doing it in thin little sections of hair. And I'm only gonna go like midway, probably a little bit past midway, since I'm gonna use this claw clip to clip my hair all up. I just want it to be big. This is a pretty good look for me, I think. I feel like if I don't have bangs, I look ridiculous. So we're gonna keep the bangs. Doesn't feel secure. The first time I did this hair was a week before, and I don't know if it was just how I teased it or when I washed it or the products I used or what, but this hair did not turn out the way that I was hoping it would. It looked okay from the front, and it was just a Halloween party at my house, so it's not like I was being judged by anybody. But I do wish the hair turned out better. Whew. Oh. So does this look okay? It'll be like... I can't tell what this looks like on the side. I see hair not in there. I figure out how I'm gonna place my hands to do this. I don't want it to be like zigzaggy. I want to bring this down into my neck. I guess I'm just gonna draw them on so they go like up here and then down. I like to use eyeshadow to trace out the lines that I'm using. It's a lot easier to go back and fix some eyeshadow than it would be to go back and fix paint or liquid eyeliner or some sort of liquid product. I did end up going over this with the liquid eyeliner brush that I used on my eyes, and it made the lines a little bit darker and thicker, and they stayed throughout the night. Yeah. This is the final look. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and whack that bell so you don't miss out on new videos. Follow your ghoul on Instagram and TikTok at sour.damsel. Join us live Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Twitch.tv/The Sour Damsel. Until next time, bye my ghouls and goblins. And remember to always keep it spooky.